Hi, and welcome to Cyber One certification and training. If you're here for training and support today, but you'd like to learn more about how you can become certified as a Cyber One expert, then just reach out to your account manager or email us at support@cb1security.com. Okay, let's get started today. We're in the issue management training section, and today we're going to be doing risk manager training where we're showing how to monitor and then validate risk mitigation plans. So monitoring plans while they're being completed and then actually validating the plan to fully close out the plan and finding once the plan has been attested to completion. All right, so we're going to go into our management platform to do this. So here we are in our management platform, and as you can see, I'm in the issue management module, and I'm in the findings tab, and I've got my list view organized today by the response status, and you can see that I have an open risk mitigation, a closed risk mitigation. I've also got some no response findings and some exception requests. So we're going to start with the open risk mitigation plan. So let's go into this finding record. And as you can see by the status here, it says RM open. That means we have a risk mitigation plan that's been submitted and is in progress. So I can go down to the finding response detail and open that plan and just verify. I can add myself as the risk manager perhaps at this point, as this will be done now or later on when the mitigation is closed. And I can just validate that plan from a tertiary perspective. So here, this is where the actual details of the risk mitigation plan would be given to me as the risk manager. This is provided by the primary contact in the mitigation plan when they submit it. And I can just take a look at that. At this stage, I don't want to do a formal validation. I want to wait for that mitigation plan to be closed. If I have any comments or if I have any issues in particular with this mitigation plan, what I want to do at this point would be to go back to the finding record by clicking there, that finding link. And there, if I wish, I can add comments that will go back to and these, let's see if when I add this comment here, that will go back to the primary contact and register in their plan so they can see that and they can modify accordingly. So I'm going to go back to that finding record name and just show you how that works. So if we take the finding ID, I can just copy this. And then I go into my portal for my primary contact. I can see that I'm looking for, I can do a search here for that finding. There it is. When I open that risk mitigation plan, you see the plan is still in progress, but now I actually have a comment from the risk manager that's asking me to add this to their plan. You see that there. Okay, and all of that's logged, as you can see here. Okay, so that's how you monitor findings as the risk manager. So now if I go back to that finding, now this time I'm going to open the closed plan. So this one is a plan, a risk mitigation plan that has been completed. And I'll just go in here. So once again, what I want to do, I can see the status is closed, and this actually automatically closes out the finding as well. But just to be certain, what I want to do as the manager is validate this plan and validate that everything is complete. So I go into the record again. And now I'll add myself as the risk manager here too. And then what I'm going to do is just validate. Before I do that, I can put some notes. Say it looks good or not, anything germane to the risk process. And then I validate. And if I just validate this as passed and then save, the status will remain closed, as will the finding status, and then the workflow is complete. But if I fail this and then I save it and I want to put the notes, the guidance for the primary contact, Then I can click Save. And now what we're going to see is the risk mitigation has been reopened. And that will enable the primary contact to add to that plan and then resubmit. And again, let's just show you how that looks in the system. So we're going to go back to the finding first. Again, going down to the finding and clicking on the record that's associated. Let's grab that finding ID. And then we'll go back to the portal and we'll search for this finding. And there you should see that the mitigation plan has been reopened and the comments and notes are added and it tells you what to do. Okay, and so here. So then the primary contact has the option to continue and then attest to completion again, or update the plan and resubmit it, and or then change this to an exception request and follow that protocol to request an extension. Okay, so that's how you monitor and validate risk mitigation plans in the CyberOne platform. Thank you very much.